Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. Today's video is going to be a recap video for the Sunday campaign I was running. We took a break for Christmas, but this video is for the game that we did the week before Christmas. So the party had just finished clearing out the temple, and as requested by the deity, and now they're looking through the remains. Because of the rust dragon, there's not much valuable metals that they can gain except for whatever they crushed with the doors. So they lift the doors up and they get what spider bits were left from the Clockwork Horrors. So after that, they go and report to the deity that the job's done. She thanks them and gives them permission to move their town that is in the other plane to this location and to occupy a lot of the ruins. In so doing, they have to offer her sacrifices and such, praise her and restore her temple. So the party finally gets in contact with that other group, and they give them the okay, but that group, having only a gate crasher for their main transportation through the portals at the moment, has to find a portal that's linked to this island. They think they know where one is. They right now are in the Feywild, the first world. So they're traveling through the craziness of the first world to figure out where they can transfer over and rejoin the group. And I rolled something for it. I think it was like a couple weeks before they get there. So the party decides in the meantime that they still have a problem with the ethereal moradores being around. So they mess around at the entrance of the cave, and an ethereal marauder does arrive, and when it arrives they kill it inside the entrance of the cave, and in doing so they leave it there and it gets swarmed by the rust monsters. When the rust monsters leave, they see a mummified ethereal marauder. The party's a little creeped out about that. They're trying to contemplate what it means and why it happened. So after some debate, they decide their best bet's to go inside the cave, because it seems like the ethereal marauders are more in the cave than out of the cave. So they take a board or two loose and get in. There's about 100 rust monsters inside here. The party's not worried about it because they have gauntlets of rust, which give you immune to the rusting effect. So they're walking around trying to figure out why the rust monsters are all compiled in this first floor and on the watch for ethereal marauders. Well, after about 100 yards, maybe 200 yards, the party comes to a door, and it's the only door and doorway that they've seen. That door is wooden, doesn't seem to have any metal bits left on it. They attempt to move the door, and after some comical struggling with the door, they get it open. And on the other side, they see this long, decayed elevator shaft. It goes down 5 tunnels, like 5 branches, before it hits water. The water seems clear. And it looks like when they drop a light source down, it looks like it goes further and further down. The party decides to investigate further. I do believe somebody has a mishap and falls in, which was hilarious. While another person's like levitating down and looking at each of the rooms. 2 of the rooms or two of the hallways had mining cart tracks on it that I remember. One of them without mining tracks, I believe, had copper, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sure my players will correct me on it. One of the players, when they're down towards the water, sees a fish thing moving around in the water. At this point, the party's like, well, if it's there, let's see what it's up to. It attempts to use a mind control on somebody, but it doesn't work. So the party goes into, let's kill the thing then. And they fight with it for the last half of the night. And while they're messing with it, two people are guarding the door, trying to make sure none of the rust monsters are coming in. They don't want the rust monsters getting into the ore veins and eating all the ore. So during the middle of this fight, the door breaks because two ethereal marauders tried to attack two of the players on the opposite side of the door. And then they disappear. So now the party has to deal with the 100 rust monsters and the creature that's in the water. That is an aboleth. The creature, I believe everybody made the save every time it attacked with its tentacle, but those that hit it, two of them failed their save. One failed them saves twice. So he now has gills for 6 hours. He can only breathe water. And the other guy has gills for 3 hours. So they're contemplating on what they're going to do to explore this area. And I need to come up with some more notes to figure out what all's down here. Well, until we play again.